Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ajizi, the only comedian with six pack in my armpit, and we up into the studios of Hits Factory Classic. Man, this is a legendary place. I actually removed my slipper before entering here. This is the studio that has made legends. So I'm here to talk to one brother, one legend, one brother I've looked up to on Behind the Beat. Join me as we talk to CashTwo. Bro, welcome to Behind the Beat.
Thank you. You're also welcome to Hit Factory Classic Studios.
Real quick, bro. It's a pleasure having you on this one, man. I've looked up to you not as a producer, but somebody that's so humble, like you've made legends. And before we jump into that, quickly tell us about yourself before this side of you.
Before this side, it was this side because.
So I'm talking of your own the schools you've been to school, how growing up was, and those basic stuff your fans should know.
Yeah, my real name is George Benisa Anane.
You are?
I'm George Benisa.
Fante Gan.
I'm a Ghanaian.
So you're a Gan?
I'm a half Ghan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was born in Legon.
Oh, University of Ghana.
Legon. I was born in Legon. I went to school there. I went to primary school, GSS and everything there. I went to secondary school at Kandeshi.
Oh,
it's a technical school.
Oh,
Emmett. I did engineering for 4 years, and I'm in electrical engineering school. And then after school, I started with music. That's something that I wanted to do from childhood still.
Oh, okay. How is family like? Oh, you have family? How is your family? Mom, dad? How has it been like growing up?
Unfortunately, I lost my dad even before I started real music, in the industry. So my dad didn't really see this side of me.
Oh, okay. So it's been mom throughout?
Yeah, it's been mom and me alone.
Wow.
I stayed alone for a long time as well.
Oh, okay. Good one there. We would want to take the other side. At what point in your life did you decide to do music production? Because I know most producers or music engineers, and they didn't start as producers. Some of them were musicians and they couldn't fix themselves, and then you just swerve and go get somewhere, put their head, and they are there.
I actually also started as a rapper.
What's your rap name?
It has been CashTwo till now.
How do you come by CashTwo?
I would say my dad was.
We're giving you two cashes, so.
My dad was okay when we were kids. So
you were a rich kid?
No, I'm not a rich kid.
No. Your dad was okay when you were a kid, and as a kid. See me to have a rich kid, because my papa be Richard, my mommy be Richard, my kid will be Richard.
I wasn't I don't say rich kid. I understand. Rich. Yeah, we were okay. So after we lost him and stuff like that, things became a little bit rough. Okay. So I told myself I would be the next him. I'll be more than my dad. Okay. Yeah, I should be rich than my dad. That's what it really means. CashTwo.
Okay, CashTwo. So when did production start for you?
I started it in my hall, and it all started by I went to the studio. We had to remove. You can't take your slippers or your shoes into the studio. You have to take it off, and then you have to leave it outside and enter. The song was not mine actually. It was for someone. The person wanted to feature me. I was really good with the English rap thing, so people were featuring me. I didn't have cash to pay for my own demo, so they were featuring me on their demos, and I went there to do someone's featuring, and then I came out and my shoes were gone.
Whoa, same story. CashTwo.
It was gone. So, and I had.
How did you get back home?
That's the whole point. It was so embarrassing. I was wearing school uniform before, so it was after school, and then we went to the studio to record. And I had to come from all the way from Circle to Medina barefooted.
You never heard this anywhere. Behind the beat. Wow.
Barefooted.
On some Kubolo, like One Love Kubolo. You should have been the real Kubolo, man. You are.
Everybody was looking at me. Circle, everybody was looking at schoolboy. Charlie. It was so bad. So I told myself, no, I have to start doing this myself. So that's how the whole thing started.
And we know CashTwo had a brother, CashTwo and Ray. They were two, like they made moves, they make magic. We will come into that, we will delve into why and what has happened and why it's happening. Bro, so I would want to ask, how is production treating you? Like, how is production being, and the whole side of your life? Has mom, because dad is no more, has mom really supported you? How has family treated this? Because you have seen bars, bro. You were a legend.
They were really not down with it. They were not down with it at all. Like, my mom wasn't down with it. And you know, religion stuff, like, they don't like fame. Okay. They want you to be on the low, and you shouldn't be on TV and radio and stuff. People shouldn't know much about you. Like, live a normal life, work for the government, close, come home 4 o'clock, sleep the next day, like that kind of stuff. And I changed it, like, and she didn't understand.
You are the black sheep of the family, man. The black sheep of the family.
I changed it, and she tried talking me out of it so many times, so many times. I can't even count, like 1,000 times, but I didn't listen.
You just followed your passion, man.
Nah, I loved music. When I started, it wasn't really about money or how I'm going to get profit out of it. I actually started to do it because I wanted to produce my own songs myself.
Oh, okay.
And then it turned out my friends liked my production and what I did for myself, and then they all started coming that I should produce for them as well.
Now let's delve into when you were two, CashTwo and Ray. CashTwo and Ray. How was life was when you were together? How did it go? Because it's not easy to have two giants in one studio working, and like, how did it go?
We were not giants. Let me tell you.
Giant in quotes.
We were young, and I was already doing music. I was quite popular in the neighborhood for music. So most of the boys would come with their rap for me to edit for them.
Wow.
I have to listen. Even if you are going to record it, most of them, if they are going to record it in the studio, they will come to me for me to listen to what they are going to record. If I say it's okay, then they go to the studio and record. So after recording, they bring the demo to me for me to listen, and actually that is good. So most of them knew me as a good rapper, and like, I knew a little bit about music. I didn't really know much, but they trusted my judgments. So it was like that. Ray also came to me some time ago. He was also saying he was a rapper. So we used to do freestyles together.
Oh, so I told you that most of these producers, behind the beat, you will see things. Most of these producers started as rappers. Like, they were rapping and it wasn't working because they will go and they won't give them the beat. So now, let's beat ourselves. So from rapping together.
Yeah, like, we used to freestyle. Like, there was a whole lot of rappers in the neighborhood too. At that time, even those who were not rappers became rappers. Wow. Because everybody wanted to taste the fame and everything. Because, you know, when you know how to, when you have talent like that, people treat you special. Yeah. And enhanced. True. So that's how it was. Everybody wanted to be. So we were all doing it until one day I met a friend called Zegor. Like, shout out to him. And then he was making beats in his hall, but he couldn't record. So my friend introduced me to him, and then I asked him for the software.
Wow.
And he gave it to me. I asked him to teach me a little about it. He didn't really know much about it himself, but the little that he knew, he taught me. So when I got the software, Ray too was very intelligent at those times. Yeah,
Ray is very intelligent those times. Now Ray is not intelligent. Logic.
No, Ray was good, like especially with computers and stuff. And he did a little stuff, like some stuffs. I think he did website designing or something, and then graphic designing. Those days in school. So, and I found out like we used to work a lot, like me, Ray, and we were actually 3. People don't know the other person, but he was called Skyhook. Michael Buama. Charlie, shout out to you.
Shout out to Michael Buama, man. You're telling the story.
We were actually 3. It was me, Ray, and then Skyhook. He was also a singer and a rapper.
Okay.
So he was the youngest among us, and like me and Ray was the eldest. Okay. So we used to work together. Like we do almost everything together. We're doing a lot of bad things. Like when boys are together. Like when boys are together, we are together again. Like together for life and together. Bro, I'm enjoying this, man. We did a lot of bad things and good things together. So when I got it, and then I was learning it, I called Ray that he should come, that I've got this software, we should learn together.
And about that time, social media was not the ish. There was nothing like YouTube where a lot of people have learned sound engineering on YouTube, but here you wouldn't even have an idea on YouTube. So you just have the software, you get that, you have to learn it. Let's continue, bro.
So we didn't even know how to use the software. We installed the software and it was all blank, like, hey, what do we do next? So we were just trying, and this error, try error.
So you didn't seek tutelage anywhere, like nobody mentored you, like I have this software, please, how do I, like?
Yeah, that's what I said. When I got the software for the first time, the guy who gave it, gave me some small stuff about it, the small stuff, and he didn't know much about it too as well. He could make beats with it, but he couldn't really understand the whole thing. And when we got it too, we didn't know anything about the keyboard or the software. We didn't know how to play piano or anything. So I was Charlie. God bless us too much.
Wow. This is serious. So
we actually went to, when we started doing recording and stuff like that, we went to one of the biggest or loudest engineers those days.
Okay.
And then we asked him to teach us. He actually told us that we should build a house for him so he can teach us, because he makes more money than the bank manager. So if we have to, we will come and make money like him. So if we want him to teach us, we were producing all right, we were recording other people, but we felt there was something
you were not doing.
Yeah. We didn't have that money. We were
young boys trying to make things out
after school, and then we were like, we want to do music, want to do production and stuff like that. So we were doing it, but we wanted to polish it. We wanted to be sure that whatever we're doing the right thing for other people. And I missed this guy, AI, the guy who gave me the software. His AI's best friend those times. So
Zigo is AI's best friend. Those days AI's, bro. Which year was it? Actually, which year?
I can't tell you. It's been so long ago. It'll be more than 10 years.
10 years back. AI. But let's continue.
It was then called CJ. We used to call him CJ.
AI was CJ back then.
And he was also singing and rapping at that time. And he knew how to play the keyboard. He understood the keyboard a little bit more than us.
Oh, okay. So what was your first record both produced, like CashTwo and Ray, like that record that got you as a no, now we have arrived? Which act?
That was Sydney. Sydney actually put us there.
Sydney, which record?
I can't remember. We produced about 4 or 5 songs on one of his albums, and he shot about 3 of the songs on it.
Oh, okay.
So the video. So So that was when the song was on radio, it was on TV. That was when people like started seeing us, like other big artists started seeing us, and then they started coming to us for us to produce for them.
Sydney put them on. It was Sydney's song that gave them fame, and everybody was hearing of CashTwo and Ray because of Sydney. Shouts to Sydney, man. Always somebody got to put somebody on, bro. Let's continue.
Yo, so Sydney, like I said, he shot like about 3 of the songs that we produced. So, and it was on TV and radio, so people started seeing us, and then some of the big artists started coming.
So after Sydney, if you can remember, who followed next?
I can't tell. I can't tell, but I remember Sydney was the first that put us there.
Okay. It was all good, or was it all rosy, all good? Because back then there was no much money now and then. You realize there was no much money, but so what was the incentive you were getting?
You know, we were not looking at money when we started.
All passion.
It was passion. We love music, so, and we started doing music, and it was like, even the first time I had my work on radio, it was the first one I had was a jingle that we recorded for someone, and I was in a taxi coming home, and I heard them playing the jingle, and then I looked, I was in the middle, and there were other 2 people, and there was someone in front. I wanted to say, I did this.
Jingle, no.
But then I didn't know anybody, they were all strangers, so I looked right and left, and I was like, the mood, I was excited. So I didn't know what to say. So I was so happy till I got home. I went to tell my sisters I had a jingle that I recorded on radio. Yeah, so that was how it happened. So we had part, like, we just loved the job. We didn't look at the money at that time. We just were happy that we could hear
people are loving your works, and they are getting to know you because you started somewhere, and today it's getting better because somebody go walk up to you, say, Charlie, I feel you.
Yeah, that one they happen more time. I feel bad self sometimes. They make I feel some way.
You appear to be a bit shy. Are you shy?
No. I'm not a shy guy, but I'm just humble. That's
humble. Oh, okay. So, mention some of the works you produced when you were CashTwo and Ray. Some of the works, that the big ones, and then the artists you worked with. Like, it's uncountable. No, it's too uncountable. Like, and now.
Try and remember some. I think we did Adani Best.
Adani Best. Which one?
And Moja
Tabiole.
And that song was actually the one
a national
that made, like, it made everywhere. Then there was traffic here.
Wow.
There was traffic. There was stars lining up waiting for their turn. I can't remember.
Let me chip this one in. When I came to Accra, I then heard of CashTwo and Ray. I want to see them, Charlie. Jay-Z, I want to see CashTwo and Ray. So a friend called Extra brought me to the studio, not inside though. I was outside the studio, but those time was global.
It was Globe Waves,
dude. I was standing outside with Extra and Charlie Banan. Then they inside though. Then they record. Charlie, we knocked down, nobody opened us. We walked around, we admired the building. And then we went back home. Charlie, listen.
So many, I can't remember.
You worked with Dunsin.
Yeah, Dunsin, Reggie ZP, Achukoliko.
Yo, show me though. This guy go.
Wuta Kobe.
Oh, okay.
That time. D Crime, Ishibaba Kojo.
What happened, and then you went solo? All of a sudden, the story changed from CashTwo and Ray to CashTwo and Dr. Ray. Tell us a little bit into that, bro.
Was
it money?
Oh nah, it wasn't money.
Was it a girl? Because mostly some girl come then Charlie. Some girl they can't record. No, this girl me Charlie. Nah, they like her. They will go fight.
Nah, nothing like that. We never fought over girls or something. Nah. I don't remember us fighting because of a girl or something. We never. I'm sure a lot of people thought it was like that, but we
mostly
never.
Mostly when you have talented people together, musical group, sound engineers, and then they split. The plausible thought that comes in mind is maybe it's money or it's a girl. It is two things: money and girl. Almost every group that has split in Ghana is either money or girl or maybe attitude. That's all.
Nah, it was growth.
Oh.
I would say we were growing, so like, you know, everybody, yeah, stuff like that. So we had to, and you know, now some of us wanted to do something else, and then it wasn't matching anymore. Like, so
okay,
we had to separate. We sat down and talked about it, and then we went out.
So it wasn't like it was a fight.
It wasn't a fight or anything.
I'm taking my keyboard, I'm taking my monitor, I'm taking my mic. Okay, take your desk.
Shouts to may his soul rest in peace, Omahim Pozo.
Wow, you worked with him too?
Yeah, we worked with Omahim Pozo, and like the separation, yeah, he was one of the people who sat with us, and then we all sat down and spoke about their separation. He and Sydney too is really good. Like those two people, even though they were separated, they actually come.
They were a group.
Okay.
Interesting revelation. So you're still watching Behind the Beats, and it's your boy Ajeze chit-chatting with CashTwo. Man, bro, before we wrap up, you want a few words you wanna share with anybody watching? You wanna be a producer and any other producer in the industry. Sometimes we learn from each other. So any words you wanna share with your watchers and then the viewers?
Yeah. If you want to be a producer or sound engineer, don't stop. Just keep pushing, push, hit there hard, and that day will come. Everybody will get to know you.
Bless up. Keep pushing. Whatever you're doing, sound engineering, whatever you're doing, the main motive is to push to your craft. Get uncovered. And before we wrap up, bro, your last words to your fans, family, and then you drop your social media handle for business. Yeah.
To my fans, like thanks for the support. Not only to my fans, but to everybody, my friends. I've had real good friends along the way, and whenever I call them, they don't shake their head or long, or they don't do long like that. They just come and show up and make it up to me. I want to say thank you to all of them.
Any shout outs?
If I start shout outs,
we will finish next year.
I have so many people to shout out to, but I just want to say thank you in general to everybody that have supported me and Ray, who has been part of our dream like till now. Like I just want to say thank you to everybody, from artists to friends to family, to everybody, to even the strangers who admire our work. Because I do get, yesterday I even got a message from someone I didn't know. Said he was from BA. He just loves me. I don't know what I've done. I'm not on TV or radio.
And I like your humility. Like you welcome everybody. Like an umbrella that welcomes everybody, man.
You don't know tomorrow. You don't know what. Because I didn't see myself to be where I am right now. I thought it was just something. I thought I was going to be a musician, like sing and stuff like that. But it all turned, and then Yes,
and then your social media handle before we wrap it up.
My social media, Instagram, CashTwo Beat. CashTwo Beat. CASHTWO. Beat. BEAT.
Okay.
That's Instagram. The same thing with Facebook. Same thing with Twitter.
Any upcoming project you want to share with your fans to look out for you, bro? Yeah,
I'm about to drop some EP. I featured Kofi Kinata on it.
The name of the EP?
Lost and Found.
Lost and Found. Wow, this might be. I'm sure it's love.
Not really. You know, I like to tell other stories, but by talking about love, but I'm really talking about is not love to me. But people like love songs, so I diverted. I changed the story, but it's the same thing. I lost my singing and rapping and everything. I have found it back, so I'm bringing it back.
Okay, so who and who are we looking for on this project?
Oh, there's a lot of people, a lot of good artists like Eno Baroni is on it. Kofi Kinata is on it.
Wow.
I featured even my fellow engineer Kindi is on it.
Oh, D. Wow.
Kindi is on it. Cartoon is on it.
Cartoon.
I can't remember. I featured some few people too in London. I featured Mars from London.
Oh, wow, this is big. So how many records are we expecting on the EP?
I wanted to do an album, but my boss Fifi didn't cry saying I should do EP. So
shout out to Fifi didn't cry. Shout out to Fifi.
So I'm going to have. I still wanted to have an album, but I'm going to have like 7 songs on the EP.
Bro, thanks for having you, man.
Thanks for coming,
bro.
It's a long time our camera see me, so yeah.
And this has been Behind the Beat with your boy Jizzy. We out. Trade.